So we got some pretzel sticks and some cupcakes.
They're chocolate and vanilla.
We got some soup.
No, this is chicken broth. That's okay.
broth.
Chicken broth. Okay.
We got some root beer.
Mm-hmm.
We got some lemonade.
What's the kind is this one?
Strawberry lemonade, and I just normal lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
We got some.
These are biscuits.
Some biscuits.
Mm-hmm. This is
got some ranch seasoning.
Good job. Mm-hmm.
We got some salads, mini salads.
Maple bourbon, sweet kale.
And Caesar, which is not technically my favorite.
Mm-hmm. You love that, don't you?
Some mini cucumbers, so cute.
What is this?
Asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
We got a pineapple.
Let's come over this way.
We got a more salad. We got some broccoli, some lunch meat.
What kind is that?
Ham. I love that. Oh, we got some cream cheese and some little mini pretzels.
Ham, Gouda, and cheese sliders.
We got some crab.
Mm-hmm.
We got some bacon.
Good job. We got
Some
chicken breasts.
chicken breast. More
These are
chicken breast.
tenderloins. What's this?
Shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
We got some ice cream, vanilla. We got some freeze-dried strawberries.
Frozen.
We got some chocolate chip.
Yep, they're milk chocolate. They didn't have any more semi-sweet left.
And we got some little shredded carrots. We got some bananas. And last but not least, eggs.
Yep, perfect. Good job. This is all we got. And a lot of the things were pretty discounted.
That's why we got so much.
We did, yeah, we got a lot. And we spent $84.75, but I did have a $5 off $50 purchase. So pretty good, I would say, for the most part. As you guys all know, groceries have gotten extremely high, are super, super expensive. So, yep, that's all we got. All right, so I'm going to do some broccoli cheddar soup. Chicken broccoli cheddar soup. I got this recipe online. I can't remember what the creator is called. But I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I'm going to put you over here so you can see, and I can put everything in. So we're going to do 1 block of cream cheese. Just going to slap that in there. There's that. A ranch seasoning packet. He did not say what size packet he used, so I'm just going to use this Kroger brand. All of that. And then he did say shredded carrots, but he did not say how much. So I think I'm going to do like half the bag, maybe. That's about half. That, and then 16 ounces of broccoli. This is a 32-ounce bag, so I'm going to just use half of this. I want to try to reseal it. How to get it open. Oh well, won't be resealing that. So half of this in. 2 more pieces. Okay, that is pretty full. I must have a pretty small crock pot. Or this broccoli is just really large. About half that bag, and then 1 whole container of chicken broth. 32 ounce. Dump that in. And then we're just going to leave it on high for 3 hours. And we'll we'll see how well this turns out. I'm really hoping it turns out good because I'm really looking forward to this. It's cold here today, so hoping it will turn out great and it will be delicious, and I will update you when it's done. Also, I am gonna add cheddar cheese and bacon at the end, so I will add that in the end, and those are all the ingredients for this recipe. It was super easy and simple and didn't take a lot of ingredients. So I know you've heard us talk a lot already in the video, but I wanted to come on here and say welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Laura. I am a solo / single mom of one little one, and this is just kind of a little bit of a glimpse of like a day in a life for us. So we obviously did some grocery shopping. We also went to Target because my daughter really wanted to. I didn't show either one of those trips just because it was extremely hectic. I, to be honest, haven't gone grocery shopping with my little one in so long, and it was just kind of wild, and she was asking for things, and you know how it is with a little one. But now, after we got the groceries put away and I started that broccoli cheddar soup recipe, we are doing some laundry, just folding. So if you haven't been following me, I'm living with my parents right now, but they are currently out of town. And so my daughter is hanging around me a lot. Like when they're not home, she is pretty clingy, or like when we were living together, she is being silly right there, putting the shirt over her head, but she just really likes to be by me and doesn't really do a lot of other things on her own except for watch her iPad. And I love that she is helping me. She tries to be really kind and sweet and tries to help me when she can. But I'm trying really hard not to have her on her iPad as much as she is, just because I feel like there's so many other things she can do, but she's an only child and she likes to be played with or entertained, or we have to play a game together, we have to do things together, which I love, but also it makes it really difficult for us to, well, for me specifically, to get things done. As you can see, she's bouncing around on my bed as I'm trying to put some clothes away, but I love it and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, even though in this video alone I was getting really frustrated and just telling her, like, can you please like stop doing this or help with this, and it makes it really hard, but like I said, I love it and I wouldn't change it for anything. So as you can see, we are back here in the kitchen as my daughter had the idea to do chocolate covered strawberries as we are having a party, she called it, just because my sister was coming over and she wanted to do like some special little things for her, which was really, really sweet. And she was so excited about it. And so I was like, you know what, we're just going to do.
I got some.
Perfect.
Like this, and I already closed it out.
Oh, okay. Can you get a sheet? Those sheets? Because those will work a little bit easier.
Oopsies, I didn't. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. Just leave it. Just leave it. It's fine.
Oh. Thanks for telling me. You said get parchment paper don't really.
I know, I forgot that Nana has both.
Can I open it?
Yeah. As you saw, I was not very specific about the type of parchment paper to get out, but she is, like I said, very sweet and wanting to help me, and I feel like even though there were times it was very difficult to get things done, I will look back on this and cherish the moments that we actually did spend together. As she's eating a strawberry, she's like, I just want to try one of these. I'm like, girl, we're not going to have any left to dip in the chocolate, but we ended up having plenty, and these were actually so delicious. I did this for Valentine's Day earlier this year, and I think I don't know if I froze them first, but I feel like it worked out a little bit better. I can't remember if that's what I did. I was trying to find the recipe. I think I found it online, or saw just like a Facebook video or TikTok video of maybe it was putting them in the freezer before you dip them in the chocolate. I can't remember exactly, but this worked out fine. Or maybe it was putting them in the freezer after, but it worked out okay. We did have to let them sit and kind of harden for a little while, probably a couple of hours, but they did eventually, and the recipe I found said to leave them at room temperature. It wasn't really a recipe, just like some tips on how to like let them set and things like that. So I obviously microwaved the chocolate. We did milk chocolate chips, and we also did some pretzel sticks dipped in chocolate because we had a lot left over. Well, I actually ended up doing a little bit more to do the pretzels, but I just thought it would be a good idea to do those as well. So we are finishing those up, and I don't know if you saw earlier, I did stir the broccoli cheddar soup. The recipe didn't say to do that, but I went ahead and just kind of wanted to check on it, so I did stir it. I should have cut down my broccoli because the chunks were huge. I don't think I showed it on video, but I did end up taking the pieces out and slicing them up like after everything was all done, just because the hunks were just like too big, and I was like, this is going to be really hard to eat, and it did actually really help. So there's also something else I wanted to kind of talk about on here. I don't know if anyone else watching is a single parent or solo parent, whatever it looks like. But anyway, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my daughter, like adjusting as she goes to her dad's like every other weekend mostly. And sometimes it's just like a really hard adjustment when she comes back. And if anyone knows how that feels, if you could drop a comment down below. I just feel like sometimes we really struggle, or honestly, even when like people that she really cares about and loves, like leave like even my parents for the weekend, she's asking like when are they coming back, and like crying when they're leaving, and if we talk to them sometimes she cries and gets upset. And I don't know, I just feel like she has always kind of struggled with this, and I feel like she probably has some maybe like separation anxiety, but I feel like I'm constantly struggling with that, and I try to just be patient and kind of let it pass, and like give her hugs and tell her like it's okay, so and so is going to come back, or you'll get to see them on this date, and just kind of reassure her that the people that she loves are going to come back. But we have always kind of struggled with that, and sometimes I feel a little bit alone in that aspect. But anyway, so my daughter, we went to Target, and she wanted to get some, she calls them sticky nails, but honestly the application that I do is I glue them on, and it's definitely a lot of work, but she just loves them so much that I have a hard time saying no to her, and it's like an activity we can do together. Sometimes I let her watch her iPad while we do this, and other times I won't let her, depending on how much iPad time she's already had, and I make her talk to me. And she gets really bored and kind of antsy, but like I said, I don't want her on her iPad as much. Like, I feel like it's kind of like my go-to almost all the time. It's kind of like the babysitter when I need to get things done, and so I'm trying really hard to get her off of that, even if it means I have to do things with her, which I love to do. I don't want that to sound bad, but like I said, there's just some other things that need to get done, like laundry and dishes and cooking and things like that. So anyway, I am now filing her nails, and then I also buff them a little bit with the file. I have already chosen out the sizes that she needs for her nails. Some of them are a little bit big, and the ones that I get typically every time is the Olive and June. It's like the tweens or like pre-teens type nails, even though she's only 6 years old, which I know is probably terrible, but that is the type that I get because her nails are so tiny that obviously like adult ones don't fit her, and like the little kid ones, they don't stay on very long. So this is what we are doing. I haven't really tried stickers with her. We've done the gel. It doesn't stay on for very long, for like more than a day, and honestly she probably picks them off at school as she's a nail biter, and so it makes it a little bit difficult for her to keep on the gel if she can get underneath it and pick it off. So this is what we are doing currently. Like I said, she loves them. They usually stay on for sometimes a week, maybe a little bit less. We did have one, we did this on Saturday, and she had one pop off on, today is Monday, so that's a little bit disappointing, but I did just glue another one back on, and that's actually pretty good for how rough she is sometimes with them. As you can see, she loves to show the camera her nails, and oh my goodness, sometimes it just makes it really hard. She loves to look at them while I'm doing them, and they have like little tabs on them that she wants to break off, but I try to make her wait until I have all the nails on the one hand. There she is showing you. She was like, we didn't do a before and after. I'm like, well, we did the after, but she was right, we didn't do it before. She just loves to make faces. She's such a little performer. She said that she wants to start her own YouTube channel, and I'm kind of hesitant, even though I have one myself. I don't know how that is going to go. She's just so young, and I just, like I said, I'm really trying to back off on the TV and electronics and all that kind of stuff. I know that's what our world looks like now, but I just feel like it's difficult. Like, I don't feel like we play outside very much, whereas when I was a kid, like, we were outside all the time and we played games and we went to the neighbor's house, and like, I don't really feel like super safe with her like going to the neighbor's house all the time, or sometimes even at all, or like going out in the neighborhood and like playing with other kids. I just like worry too much, I think, a little bit. And she's so like kind of clingy at times. Like, even when we go to a friend's house that she's been there before, for like the first 2 hours, she kind of hangs on to me and kind of like hangs around me and like won't leave my side. And then towards the end, she's obviously getting antsy there, as you can see. She's like, I can't sit, I'm uncomfortable. And anyway, but she just really kind of struggles. And I feel like if I were like, hey, go play with the neighbor kids, like, she probably would not do that without me. But I guess I could be wrong. Also, like I said, this day and age, I'm just not really super comfy just kind of letting her out to her own devices. And I do attribute some of that to being an only child, as I had siblings to kind of run around with. I had a sister that was pretty close in age, so we would like go outside to the neighbor's house together, and that made it probably a little bit easier for my mom. And I think, like I said, times were just a little bit different. Things weren't as, I don't know, just not as much happened as I feel like does now. Or maybe I just didn't know about it. I don't really know. I feel like this part is just so long. Like, I didn't realize how long these nails took. They usually take about maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour, depending on how quickly things go. I did push back her cuticles. I did forget to say that. So I guess the process, I should explain. What I do is file them, push the cuticles back, and then file the nail, or like I can do those in either order. And then I also file the back of like the fake nail, just to like get a little bit more, like a little bit of a rough edge, you could say, or like rough it up a little bit so that it's hopefully sticks a little bit better to her nail. Because what I've heard is that like the smoothness makes it difficult for it to stick. So buffing both the natural nail and the fake nail can kind of can kind of make it work a little bit better for the press-ons. So these are what they look like. I really did like the color of these. I told her, like, flip your hand this way so they can see, but this is what they look like. I know they're probably too old for her, but we're making it. So here's the soup when it's pretty much all done. Like I said, I did cut up the broccoli a lot smaller. And now this is later in the evening, so we spent some time with my sister. We played lots of games. We went to, I'm trying to think if we went to the park on, no, I'm sorry, we went to the park on Sunday. This was just Saturday, so we played games. We had a great time. I just love spending time with family. And now this is later on at night, and I am just cleaning up from the day. I try to do dishes like sporadically throughout the day, like when it was just me and my daughter together, but I kind of just let them pile up because I was like, oh, I'll just do them at the end of the night. There's nobody else really here, so it's not that big of a deal. Because if there's dishes in the sink and my mom's home, like, she does them immediately. And so I try not to leave dishes in the sink because I don't want her doing them all the time, because she absolutely will. And sometimes I feel really bad that she does a lot of the housework type stuff. Like this weekend, I was going to clean the bathrooms, and she was like, oh, I already did them. And so that was one thing I wasn't able to kind of help out with or get done. But I was trying to stay up on the dishes, so that's what we're doing now. And then after I'm done with the dishes, I'm just going to clean up a little bit more, like clean up the dining room area, put my chocolate-covered strawberries and pretzels away that we didn't eat. And then, excuse me, after that, I'm going to go ahead and have, which I didn't show, but I had a bowl of ice cream, and I watched a movie, which was super lovely. And I really, really enjoyed that. All right, you guys, well, this is pretty much the end of the video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you so much. I'm growing a little bit on my channel, and I'm trying to grow a little bit more. I have about 193 subscribers, and I'd love to hit like 200 by the end of the month. So if you could, please like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye for now.